Here we have the featherweight and the slightly larger 301 and a little bit smaller 99. I think this one has reverse on it. Yeah. The adorable Elna. That case back there folds out to make a nice large platform around it for sewing. Here is my 1591. It's nice and sparkly. And then I've got my vertical feed down here with its nice big fat stitches. It's a very nice machine to play on. Good for sewing canvas and leather. And here we have a fat little cat. Hi, Fatty Fat Fat. What is fat, you guys? He will be going on a diet soon. And here we've got the National 2 spool. It's been having some tension problems because its shuttle is a little old. But as you can see, it's got a little canister in there. It just kind of pops out. Takes a whole spool of thread. That is just one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And it pops right back into place. And we just close her up. It's always hard to get these ones when the window is behind them. It's got a nice set of irons. And this is the one I use for all my free motion quilting. It's the Singer 66 Red Eye. It's a pretty standard machine. A lot of people prefer the 15 models because the bobbin thread will come straight up. This one is in sideways, so it has to turn a right corner, but it free motion quilts fine for me. I've got the I believe I've got the plate and somewhere I'm supposed to have a big old hoppy foot. I don't see where though. Very interesting. This one, it's kind of hard to tell, but she is a lavender color. Obviously was not meant to be a treadle, but we put her on some old white irons. Oh, you can see her belly under there. Some old white irons, the kind with the very large flywheel, because there's not much weight on this hand wheel here, so you gotta really get it going, and it's a beautiful drive. Does all the pattern cams, zigzags, buttonholing, all kinds of crazy stuff. Damn finger. Now this is an embossed white. It is the regular black kind. Pay no attention to the belt groove. This is a wheel off of a regular white family rotary. They all had the belt groove. This machine itself did not come with this. No serial number. Big fat round casting flaw. Black and brownish plates on everything. Big old hole in the bed. No wave in the head at all. So yeah, this plain black. Let's see here if I can't get this off. Excuse me while I set this down. This is one of the new ones. It's a W9. It's sewing very nicely. Very nicely on both sides. Came with pretty much everything. From the ad, I saw these ridges and I thought it was a plywood. It's not. Those are carved in. It's just an oak top. It's got its original drawer with all its original attachments and paperwork. Very narrow irons on this one. I was surprised, but the wheel is on the outside. And I happen to have the same irons down in my basement, and I had been wondering, oh wow, it's even got some of the original gold paint on there. That's cute. And then here is an Ugly Duckling, and there have been so many questions about these lately. They come in such a vast variety of textures and finishes. One, you can see the copper plating that was underneath the bronze plating, and you can really see it down in here on the inside. It is a very strange color and texture. You can see it on the outside of the wheel. Very strange. Strange because you can see the black chipping off, and that gold bronzish color is underneath it. It's just so strange. But this is an original hand wheel to this. So it has the groove. It has the serial number in front. It has the nickel-plated plates. It does not have a giant round casting flaw. The plate is solid brass, I want to say. And I don't have the wave in my head that a lot of these in the middle, in between Ugly Duckling guys have. But you can very well see the metallic paint. Hi, Bobby. What a catastrophe. And you can definitely see that metal just showing through. A lot of different theories. Mine is they didn't want to waste anything, so they sent these bronzes back through that had defective finishes. Just painted them black and sold them. This is interesting. Obviously made by White. Same exact model as that one. On the inside, obviously, the skins are different. But this one, same old plate. Bobby Copes. Weird, because it's got its little thing in the front. But it's got its bolt down. And let me see if I can show you. It's got its t-shirt plate. Tension is in the same spot, just works a little different. Access plates in the same spot. And the color on this is just atrocious. It's like a baby shit green. But I had never seen one like it. And I did love the gold Art Deco decals. And has a groove for a treadle belt, so it may get hacked and whacked with just keep this top and put some irons underneath or something. Who knows? Alright. Now the one you've all been waiting for. This is my bronze. It's got some things on the table here because this is also where we do our makeup in the morning. This is a true bronze. Very, very bronze. It has its belt groove. Even its wheel is bronzed. You can see bronze is a tricky, in a metallurgic way. It's a blend of, I believe, tin and copper, and I don't know, it's been a while since I read the article, but to get it to stick, because it's so thin, they have to first plate the entire thing in copper. And what I've been seeing a lot lately is people, this is copper showing through right here. Yes, Bobby, what? You want help? You know you're not allowed to be up here with this machine. You go. And I see people polishing, and the copper really is beautiful, obviously, because it's bright, it's shiny, it's fun, but it's not the way they're meant to look. They were meant to be bronze. And that's this weird, almost greenish patina you see. This one is usually a little cleaner, but I've had it up to show off lately. Same t-shirt plate, has the wave pattern. I know some of you were asking, what wave? Where is this wave at? Well, that's it right there. It doesn't have the huge round nub. This is, I believe, brass as well on this one. Your plates are all going to be nickel. Nickel, nickel, nickel. Little thing in front. These little nightmares. I happened to get a hold of some that can be rewired. If you can see down in there, those are screws. You unscrew them. You take this beautiful cloth reproduction wire. You put a little shrink heat on the end to just give them some stability. And when those are backed out, you solder the wire so it's nice and together. You jam it in there, and you just tighten those screws down, and you've essentially rewired the plug. This plug, because it comes from the motor, should actually only have these and not the back. This is actually the part for the light, but it works, so I don't ask questions. And then, yeah, this came with a light, which a lot of them didn't. Then I was able to get a reproduction older style plug, but it's got the nice safety plastic on here so it doesn't short out. Here is another plug that is supposed to be for the light. I think those were the only ones that were made rewirable, but it's got those little screws in there. You can kind of see them. You back them out. For this you have to you know, peel the wire back and then peel the individual sections. And you know, back the screws out, solder the wires, put them in, screw the screws down, and this one, for safety reasons, I have heat shrunk the posts that stick out, because this just fits right in here like that. And as long as you aren't really worried about trying to wire the light in, you're good to go, just like this. This will make your machine run. If I had a cord long enough, I would plug it in and show you, perhaps on another video. And what else do we have? This cat here. Alrighty. This was my very first project with a white. It, again, is just a regular black embossed. This one has its original wheel. See, a lot of people see this little groove on the outside and they think, oh God, it's got a groove. I've got a bronze. That's not the groove we want. We want a groove in here, and this one obviously does not have it. It's got the bolt down, no serial number. Well, it does, but it's back there underneath the motor hiding. But sorry about my runny nose. This is like a black color until it gets worn, but it's like copper and black. It's originally nickel and black, but they both kind of wear down to a coppery gross color. That is cat hair. Gosh darn it. This doesn't have an original foot. This is a later model foot. It swivels. Very convenient. But this one we had to rewire as well. And it goes straight to the motor. Yet again, I've opted not to mess with the light because it's a pain in the butt. This comes off and is very easy to rewire on this style of motor. Very lucky. Also has the larger friction drive wheel. Some of them come with a smaller wheel because this has the larger hand wheel. It's got the larger friction wheel. It runs very well. I don't have it plugged in, but that bumping you hear is the old flat tire there. Other than that, whisper quiet. And then I've also got over here the just a regular Martha Washington cabinet with catnip and silly stuff. I've got my thinking man statue here. Surprise, it's really a monkey. But it's got the standard 3 drawers. God, I hope there's nothing terrifying in here like a spider. Tray slides on these little guys here. This one has spool rods. You just pop right out here and you put your spools on. It's empty because I don't do much hand sewing, and it's just so beautiful. I don't want to mess with it. Nice big bottom drawer. Knitting type stuff. A lot of these on Craigslist you'll see have hinge marks here. You see the top of the hinge. That's because they've been replaced. That's not original. That's no good, and you don't want to pay for it. These are the original invisible hinges, and that is what you want to look for if you are looking for one of these. Again, nice deep little spot for like needles and such. And it's not sewing machine related, but this is my couch. It's covered in coats and blankets right now, but and I guess it's sewing because I did sew a little bit of it. Yeah, absolutely fun. That, oh God, bright light. That is the tour of my sewing machines, and I am going to go try to undilate my eyeballs now. Bye.